Hey guys, it's Saturday. Probably around noon. My brother messaged me, so I'm gonna go play some ping pong with him. But in other news, along Shaw Street, I've been seeing people. There's been a lot of Toronto cycling discourse with the police and getting tickets, and they're like, the police are targeting us on Shaw Street. They're giving out tickets for not stopping at stop signs. Which, I get being upset by it, like ticketing cyclists for not stopping at, like, especially this kind of stop sign, where it's like, I guess, it's there for pedestrians and stuff, but there's almost nothing ever there that's actually worth stopping for. But at the same time, I am also, like, I get it, like, I see it all the time when I'm biking around. People do just be blowing through these stop signs, like, all over the city, and it gets annoying. People riding in the bike lane in the wrong direction towards me. I'm locking up or I'm walking on a sidewalk and somebody comes blasting by on their bike. It's like, come on. But anyways, right here is where they were apparently set up. And I'm stopping and I'm looking to see if they're still here. But I guess it was a morning time thing because I didn't see any police around. But, I am of the two minds of it. It's like, it's kind of a waste to, like, spend your time doing this because nobody really gets hurt from cycling accidents. Not seriously. Especially when it seems like every day or two somebody gets hit by a car and dies. But yeah. Anyways, there was a yard sale, so I stopped to look at this. Like, neat. It's mostly antique stuff. The dude seemed nice. He's like, we got everything in the garage and in the basement. And I asked if he had any old tools. And he said, no, they sell too fast. I don't have any old tools. But, yeah, seems like it's not everything. Anyways, keeping on riding past this old building. It's getting torn down. Kind of a shame. I kind of like that building just because it looked neat. And I think it was like an artist space at one point. Artist loft kind of thing. The Dufferin Mall, new construction stuff going on. Those condo towers. The rail bridge thing that's going over the existing rail line. I don't know what the deal is with this exactly. Could probably looked it up by now, but they're building sky trains. That's cool. Oh yeah, and this building. I remember when I lived in the neighborhood, it was just a one-story, like pottery studio, something like that. And I always wondered, like, why hasn't this been redeveloped into something? And now it has. And yeah, this auto shop that was like just north of where I used to live. I guess that's gonna get torn down. Just need to be back in the old neighborhood. I feel like I haven't been over here in a while. So much that I even kind of forgot where Matt lives. Like, when I get to Runningmead, I'm like, they don't live past Runningmead. But they do live past Runningmead by just a couple blocks. Anyways, hang out here for a bit. Little cat update for you. Holly, still a good cat. Being cute. Willow, also a good cat. Lazing around at the window. Matt's made overnight oats. This is the first time he's made overnight oats. With, rolled oats and coconut milk, some yogurt, I think. Some other stuff. Plus all the fruit, and I put maple syrup on mine. And, yeah, it was some great oatmeal. We ate outside. His neighbors have a bunch of monarch butterflies coming to their garden. That was nice. But yeah, we're gonna play some ping pong. yeah, we probably played for about an hour. And I'm kind of cutting it to make it look like we did a really big rally, but that was 3 separate rallies. But yeah, fun time playing ping pong. We probably played for like an hour and a bit. You know, pretty good. And on the way down, there's a Fairview Avenue or something. It's having a block party. And yeah, kind of neat. They had a Lego station and a Nerf battle zone. Yeah, that was cool. But anyways, I'm heading home. I wanted to go past my old place. I guess Planet Storage is rebranded. It used to just be all like green, but it's different now. And you know, nothing too interesting by the old place, but there's a bike repair stand now behind it, near the entrance to the rail path here. And I feel like if you watch some of my old videos, you maybe one time in one of the thousands of videos I mentioned that they're gonna extend the rail path south. In 2023 they're gonna have this done, but they haven't even fucking started kind of thing. So yeah, they're still planning on it though. Some new construction going up near the Museum of Contemporary Art. But in the future, like right now, the rail path just goes up to Dundas Street here, as it Dundas Street crosses over the rail line. But in the future, it's supposed to keep going along the rail line, and maybe it'll go to like King Street or something, which would be pretty nice. But yeah, I'm gonna head over on College. It's kind of nice that they have this new bike infrastructure there, a little waiting spot to make the left. And yeah, yesterday I messaged someone on Reddit. They made a post saying that they were looking to get rid of some computer parts, and they weren't sure where to like put them. Since it all works, they wanted it to go somewhere like they could actually use them, I guess. So I said that I would take the RAM, but honestly I would take it all, since like why not? It's all good stuff apparently. And hopefully, you know, I was kind of thinking maybe I could make a computer with Holden and or Charlie. They probably like a computer. Here's a look at the stuff. He didn't write it in his initial post, but he even included a GPU. I think like a 670 or something. It's a little bit old, but still works. Got a power supply, 16 gigs of RAM. The only thing missing is a hard drive, which he said like he has a bunch of hard drives, so maybe he'd wipe one and give me one later. But you know, that's pretty nice, eh? And probably be a fun project. Although I'm not sure, like, do kids like desktop computers? You know, aren't they more into the laptops these days? But anyways, loaded up my bike, heading out for volleyball. And on my way to Adam and Don's, I saw a computer on the side of the street next to the trash, and it was an Alienware PC. Usually I wouldn't pick up a street PC, but it's an Alienware. I know it's probably worth something, and it was heavy when I lifted it up, so there's stuff in there. One of the things about computers is like if one thing breaks, it just doesn't work. But in a desktop computer, it's fairly like easy to swap out whatever is broken, as long as you can figure out what's broken. So I have a feeling that, you know, just fix one thing and that'll be a working computer again. And yeah, I dropped off those old clothes into a donation bin. And I'm like looking at the computer again. I'm like, yo, this is sick. And yeah, I showed it to Adam and Don. Don was pretty into it. We kind of went into loot goblin mode, and we're like, yeah, let's break it open and see what's in here. And it kind of took some figuring out. It's got like it's a weird case. Like the power supply is mounted up high and it like swings out to like see the motherboard, we're looking at it, and the hard disk drive is still in there. We got liquid cooling on a CPU. The RAM is still in here. The 1080 is still in there. I thought there was no SSD, but it's actually underneath the graphics card. And yeah. Anyways, we couldn't spend too much time looking at it since it's volleyball time. So yeah, now we're loaded up with our beach gear, headed over to Woodbine Beach. Yeah, I submitted a thing about putting a drop curb there, and they responded to me saying that it's already scheduled to happen. Looks like there's a skateboarding event going on. That's neat. Woodbine Beach, busy as ever, but you know, not too crazy, especially for a Saturday evening. The volleyball courts, you know, plenty of open courts, so setting up, yeah. Somebody's flying a kite. Always neat to see somebody flying a kite at the beach. Especially like the big ones, like that was a big kite. It didn't look big, but it's far away. You guys know how it is. Yeah, Alex showed up. He brought his brother, Michael, and Steph. And yeah, we're playing volleyball now. Look at that rally. Look at that. We're like playing some real volleyball. That was pretty cool. Also, Arthur and Dandy's surprise came out. I didn't think that they would come along, but they did. So, that's nice. Yeah. Adam's been going on about how he wants to do a real cartwheel. Apparently he's never done a real cartwheel. And, I mean, it is kind of hard to do a cartwheel. Especially when you're old. But Don can still do a pretty good cartwheel. I feel like I've done one good cartwheel, and most of my cartwheels look like that. Where it's like, kind of feels like you do a cartwheel, but I don't know how much of a real cartwheel it is. But yeah. Anyways, that was a good time hanging out. It's getting pretty dark out, so time to stop playing volleyball. Also, I broke this chair. Yeah, well, when I found it, it had holes in it, and as you can imagine, one of the holes is where it split. So, you know, an easy fix, but one of those things that probably won't get around to doing for a while. And yeah, super dark in the park. A little bit freaky to ride around, but yeah. Went back to Adam and Don's, and they're still dog sitting Callie. Yeah, look at that dog running around happy. Yeah, Callie's a good dog. Anyways, gonna see if this computer works. Don is optimistically plugging in a keyboard. And yeah, I'm not sure what the deal is. Usually a power supply has like an on and off switch, but this has like a weird like temporary on button. So I don't know what the deal is with that. But yeah, turned it on, and power does go to the computer. So the power supply, probably fine. But we didn't see anything on the screen. We did not get a BIOS. So something might be wrong with the motherboard or the graphics card. So we took out the graphics card to make sure that it's using the integrated graphics card. And also tighten the SSD down, because it was kind of loose. But yeah, with the graphics card out, it should maybe do something. However, it did not show up on the screen. So I don't know. Dawn's built computers before, and she's had a problem where like the RAM was bad, and you wouldn't even get a BIOS with bad RAM in the thing. This is DDR4 RAM, and she only had some DDR3 RAM on hand that we could have. Well, you can't swap it out, basically. So we don't know. Maybe the RAM is bad. That would be kind of nice, because like you could just get some cheap RAM and then whole computer, maybe. But maybe the motherboard is bad, in which case, you know, still nice. Like, look at all these other parts that are good. You know, if that 1080 works, that'd be pretty sick. But yeah, it's getting late, so probably not gonna dink around with this too much more. But yeah, 2 terabyte drive in there. And yeah, we ate some ice cream and leftover pizza from the pizza party. Yeah, pretty good time. Just riding home now. And yeah, you guys know how it is. Nighttime riding. Looks like the college bros are having a party. Those frat bros. So yeah, I looked at the computer a little bit more. Kind of like, well, you know, with this I'll at least be able to completely put together that computer that Reddit man gave me. And also my sunflower sprouts. Some of the roots are sprouting out. So I didn't even soak them, and it looks like it'll work out.